Shooting guard, 6 feet, 33, Simone Augustus. At the power forward position, 6 feet, 1 inches, number 24, Nafisa Collier. At center, 6'6", number 34, Sylvia. Full forward, 6 feet, number 23, Naya Moore! The head coach for your team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Minnesota Lynx.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight we'll see the Chicago Sky as they go up against the Minnesota Lynx. From the 2K booth with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for coming along. Well, the WNBA certainly has lots of great distributors, but guys, who do you peg as the best passer in the league?
For me, Blake, it's got to be Courtney Vandersloot. You know, her assist numbers are off the charts, but just watch her play. Her vision paired with her unselfishness is inspiring.
Great choice. I love watching Vandersloot play, but I'm siding with Sue Bird. She's seen just about every defensive coverage, and she's learned how to make the right pass regardless of the situation.
5 on the clock to the left wing. Here's Dolson. Minnesota grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Here's Collier. And she uses a glass on the layup.
She just used her height that time down low. That's a pretty hard play to defend against.
And it's Sims with the foul. That's her first foul. Vandersloot outside. Outside Quigley. High arcing shot.
Superb shot contest for fouls. She plays so spirited, and she's truly the backbone of her team's defensive identity.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses, and she'll shoot 2. And that's going to be a foul on Chicago. And the first one drops. And good on both.
Yeah, and for the Sky, an area they really need to work on is their ball control. They have too many trips down the floor that end in turnovers, and they just have this tendency to get loose with their possessions.
Outside Sims. It's Maya Moore on the wing. Collier. It's Simone Augustus on the wing. The offensive rebound goes back up, and Collier lays it in.
Good feed by Fowles. She's normally more of a finisher, but she also has the awareness to find open teammates.
And turnovers, a bugaboo of the Sky, as you said.
What was that word you used? Bugaboo? Anyways, part of that comes from having a young team. The turnovers will hopefully drop as the team matures. Until that happens, though, it's going to be really hard to get things done on the offensive end for Chicago.
Now here's Moore. Augustus, guarded by Quigley. Collier with it. She's against Lavender. Augustus. The three-pointer, no good. Now here's DeShields. Guarded closely. The kick out to Quigley. And the Sky get it back. Back to Dolson. Missed it, even after all those chances. And Odyssey Sims, here we go. One up, one down. 2 points with her first shot in this game.
With the ability to drive and break down defenses, Sims adds a different dimension to her team's offense.
To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
For 3, Maya Moore. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lynx ahead, they lead by 2. And quarter. Neither team able to jump out ahead as we begin the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Lynx, what's your take so far?
A lot of tough D by them so far. It's been a difference maker.
Nothing has gone up uncontested for the most part, and look, that's why they've had success.
Chicago trailing here. Outside Faulkner. Pass to Parker. Williams. Here's Dolson. Again, Stephanie Dolson missing. Inside. Here's Dantas. That one is off. And Chicago will come the other way.
Well, hard to call the last decade of the Lynx anything other than a dynasty. Won titles in 2011, 2013, 2015, 2017. Not bad grabbing a ring every other year.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Faulkner. Trifecta!
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. She was all alone for that shot. I mean, that's like a warm-up jumper.
Here's Brown. Tries again. Offensive board. Shots good by Dantas.
Perseverance, it always pays off on the offensive glass.
Chicago with the ball. They trail by 1. Faulkner with it. Picked up by Robinson. And out of bounds, the Lynx will take it.
There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into this second quarter of action. Brown shoots the 3, and she's good on the 3 ball. And for the 2010s, a decade of dominance for the Lynx, as you said.
Yeah, you look at the talent they had during that stretch, Blake. It was unreal. So many stars and key players at every position. And the big thing is they all bought into the system and played for each other. Well, a lot of young talent on this Chicago Sky team. Diamond DeShields and Gabby Williams are just 2 of their big names.
And all the names you mentioned for the Sky, very high draft
The
picks.
Sky has been trading for draft picks recently. They knew this rebuild was coming, doing it the right way, collecting talent over time. Eventually, they'll find another big name to add to the roster when the youth movement matures.
Sylvia Fowles drawing the double team. Back to Sims. Clock at 6, and the ball out of play, the Sky will have it.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys. Just not an ideal pass.
Pass to Vandersloot. DeShields. Endor, covered by Collier. Back to DeShields. And count it! 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
Well, that's what fans pay to see, right? I mean, DeShields' offensive versatility is so fun to watch.
And this is her first trip to the line tonight. High post, Sylvia Fowles. Collier. And Lavender comes to help. For 3, Maya Moore. Pass to Sims. Got a piece of it. Second shot opportunity. Fowles covered by DeShields. And stolen by Courtney Vandersloot. Quigley's shot's good.
Whoa, the long bomb. Allie Quigley has no fear to let it fly. It's in her DNA to shoot.
Outside Sims. Here's Collier. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Sky out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you... And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here. You look at Collier, what a contribution.
This is the type of quality performance we expect to see from her. She's always setting the bar high for herself, and sometimes I think we kind of just get numb to how good she really is sometimes.
And it's so hard to perform when everyone is keyed in on you. You know, to be able to play like she has with that kind of reputation, what can you say about it? It's impressive.
Vandersloot, she's covered by Sims. Clock at 4. Shoots from the corner. And too long on the shot.
Awesome defense. I mean, she's going to hit those unless you're right in her grill.
You know, it's tough to forget about the season where Vandersloot broke the single-season assist record. Seeing plays before they materialize, Courtney stays one step ahead of the opponent.
Pass to Dolson. Up top, Vandersloot. Lavender outside. Here's Dolson. Off the mark there with the 3. And despite reaching historic heights, Vandersloot knows she can get better.
That's just who she is. She's committed to her craft, and her willingness to break down barriers is flat out inspiring. And I think improvement must be her middle name. What's yours, Blake? Goofy?
Here's to Shields. Sylvia fouls with the defensive effort. The Lynx leading. Down low. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sky.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys. Just not an ideal pass.
Now Faulkner. Pass to Copper. Back to Faulkner. 5 to shoot. And it's rebounded by Sylvia Fowles.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
The shot's good.
Outstanding find by Moore, one of the top passing forwards in the WNBA.
Here's Copper. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside Faulkner. Gets to the rim for 2 with a D all over her.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
It's Simone Augustus on the wing. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Crafty move and the nice bucket inside from Fowles.
They've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. You got to imagine that their coach is very happy with that.
4 straight passes leading to scores. That's just great team play.
And here's Faulkner. Over to the left wing. Here's Copper. Not gonna go that time. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Lynx ahead, up 3. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
And with the accuracy to go along with that vision, she put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That is how you orchestrate.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Poked away. Elbow shot. Karima Christmas Kelly with the block.
I wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
That's a good question. It's been their edge, no doubt. And in a close game like this, you just look for every edge you can find.
Can't get the three to fall. The Sky trail. Pass to Vandersloot. Back to Williams. Here's Copper. Christmas Kelly covering. Here's Copper. The rebound by Dantas. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. To the inside. Back to Robinson. Pass to Dantas. Over Parker. Shots good by Dantas. Now a timeout called by Chicago.
Yeah, I think the coach could be trying to just get a break in action to clear their heads. They've gotten ice cold, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to give them a quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget all the missed shots we've been seeing.
Maybe refocus a bit.
Vandersloot with it. To the paint. Lavender. Good on the shot.
Well, if there's somebody open on the court with the same jersey on, Vandersloot will find her incredible court vision.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. The basket counts and one. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
The and one puts them in a very good spot as they stretch that lead out a little bit.
On offense, here the Sky. 6-point game. That's tipped. Pass to Quigley. This one for three. Rebound by the Lynx. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Brown. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And she hits both free throws. And it's an 8-point ball game. And so it's Chicago with it. Now here's to Shields. Pass to Quigley. Shoots it up. Bullseye!
Wow, Quigley has no fear of taking the big shots, and the amount of ways she can score make her tough to guard.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over.
Sure, I mean, who else are you going to give it to? The bucket's been a tractor beam for her shots all night, regardless of where she's shooting from or what's standing in front of her.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Outside Sims. Pass to Moore. Fouls. 6 to shoot. Sylvia fouls drawing the double team. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time. Now a timeout called by Chicago. Your thoughts, guys?
They still got a little time to play with, so a three and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, it could, but they're going to need some help any way you cut it, Tim. They'll be hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
But hey, we've seen some crazy things happen.
And here's Allie Quigley outside. Fouls with the rebound.
Tough three-point try right there with a hand in her face.
In the face of that defense, she would have to be really lucky to knock down that three.
She drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
WNBA champion, MVP, All-Star, I mean, you name it. Moore's got to be one of the most decorated athletes in the league.
Pass to Samuelson. And And once again, off the mark by Chicago. So we see the Lynx get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
It makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in a good flow, you felt like they never had any doubts that they come out on top.
And that's a wrap, everyone.